Stationery products can get very expensive, and if you're new into the hobby or you're just getting started into stationery, it can be very overwhelming figuring out what types of inks you're getting, what types of pens, what's the nib size, stickers, washi tapes, all like the perfect notebook. It's just insane. There's so much information out there. Where do you start if you're trying to get into stationery? Well, in this video, I'm gonna cover everything that you need between now, maybe a year from now, maybe a year and a half. It's gonna last you a very long time, all under $100. So I wanna show you what I'm calling the perfect stationery kit for beginners, or even if you're a seasoned veteran and you wanna just like minimize everything that you have and kind of just consolidate it to one simple thing. I think you're gonna enjoy some of these things, and you probably already heard of these things also. So let's get into it. It's gonna be a super simple video, and let me just show you what I got. Okay, so if you're just getting started, you obviously need a notebook. And my trusty notebook that has been kind of just keeping a little bit of everything for me. You guys have seen this. This is my MD, this is my A5 Midori notebook. Now for my beginners, if you're just getting started, I think personally, like your notebook and the feel of the paper that you're writing it is going to determine like your experience. Yes, the pens feel really, really well, and you get different types of feedback from those, and the inks look a little bit different, but the quality of paper is going to, I think, give you the most benefit when you are going to get started into writing. And MD paper in the world of stationery is one of the highest quality pieces of paper that you can write on, from the way that they take your ink to the way that it feels writing on the paper, to even just like the build quality. These are made in Japan, obviously. So Japanese stationery is like top tier when it comes to quality. And MD paper is gonna be no less than the top of the top. Yuki agrees, and his name is Japanese. Like I said, you guys have seen me talk about this notebook. This has been with me for a very long time. This was probably one of the first notebooks that I ever got when I got into journaling. Right now, it kind of just serves as my morning pages, and you guys can see all the different things that I've written. I have sticky notes, I have stickers, I have a variety of different inks and different scribbles. It started at something completely different, and it kind of just turned itself into my morning pages. And as you can see, I have not filled this up. Something really cool about this, the A5 specifically, is that it's pretty big. I mean, there's the size of my pen, and then there's the size of my palm, just for reference. The way that it lays flat, the quality of the paper, I love writing in like a grid. Most of my notebooks are gonna be like that. But I mean, this has been just really amazing, and it's seen some things. I spilled coffee on it, so it can withstand liquids to some degree. Do not spill anything on it. I'm not recommending it. That's just from my experience. I absolutely love MD paper, and if you're just getting started, I think this is a perfect notebook. It's gonna last you a very long time. It's gonna allow you to write for a very long time. It's gonna hold a lot of your thoughts and notes for whatever it is that you're going to use it for. And it's just going to be an overall great experience. So I definitely recommend this as a main notebook if you're just getting started. That's going to be within that budget of under $100. Now, I also have this cover for it. The MD notebooks have covers depending on the size that you're going to get. You can get a different cover for it. And this is really cool because if you really enjoy this notebook, you can just take this plastic cover off, put your stickers on it, and then reuse it, buy another one, and then continue the cycle of using it over and over again. You know how people reuse their moleskins? Well, not reuse their moleskins, but like, you know how people use their moleskins, they'll write on it, and then they'll kind of just like shove it in a shelf. This notebook is kind of like a similar approach. It's just built a little bit different, but because you are using it over and over again, you want to maybe personalize it, or maybe you don't want to use your stickers on the actual notebook themselves. So you can house it on this plastic cover, and if you're like me and you spill stuff into it, maybe it'll save it from getting wet or getting soaked and getting damaged, which will allow you to make it last even longer. So I definitely recommend MD paper. The A5 specifically is the one that we have here, and the one that I continue to use and will continue to use for my morning pages and anything else that comes to mind for as long as I can. Now, I'm a fan of writing in using markers. I love highlighting, I love annotating, I love drawing little doodles. I want to make things stand out on the piece of paper. And I can kind of show you here on my morning pages. So like right here, I use this, like I made this doodle that says Friday. I kind of made some other variations of doodles, you know, Thursday. I like to do things like that. And having a good set of tools that allows you to be creative and also like not hold you back, but can be flexible if you want to use it in just a taking notes environment. It's really great. So the set of markers that I have for you guys are these, the 12 count creative note taking set from Zebra. Now this is empty because I have them in this little pouch here. Now what I really like about this writing set, not only do you get the markers or the highlighters that you can use for doodling or doing, you know, every types of things, but they're also double-sided. So you have your marker, you have your highlighter, so you're almost getting 2 for the price of 1, or 24 for the price of 12, really, because these are all double-sided. And now there's like obviously like the highlighters and the markers in one, and then you also get these for underlining. These are labeled the Zebra click art, and these are really cool because, like I said, you get the flexibility of having a variety of different colors, having a variety of different nibs, and I think it just makes it so that you can have fun while journaling, and you can also use them to take notes for work or for school, for whatever it is that you're doing. It's a very flexible set. It doesn't break the budget. It doesn't overwhelm you with a ton of colors. And what I love most about that is that we are going to talk about a fountain pen later in the video, but this also comes with a pen. So, you know, you might not always want to write with a fountain pen all the time, just because you might not want to use your ink. Or you might not want to refill it every so often. Maybe you want to write just like a couple things on like specific pieces of content that you're working on. But the 12-piece writing set from Zebra comes with a Sarasa mark-on pen. So this is going to work specifically with the markers and the highlighters that you're going to get, that allows you to highlight over the pen without smudging it. And that's very important because not a lot of pens do that. Not a lot of highlighters do that. And if you buy like a big highlighter, or like the highlighters that we used to get when we were in school, when we were little, and we would go over the pen, it would be very hard to try to not smudge that. So it's really cool that they include just a regular pen. Sometimes you just need a really handy, trusty rollerball pen. And the fact that this comes with it as well is really cool. And the fact that it works with the markers that you're getting is even better. So you're getting 2 pens for under $100, and that's already a really good deal. So the fact that these are all sort of like bundled together, it comes with the pen, it comes with different size nibs, different styles of markers, different color variations, is a really good starting set if you're just getting into stationery. I really love these. I use these all the time for work, or just for doodling in my journals, or for just highlighting things and to-do lists that I need to take care of. These are amazing, and they're very affordable. And 12, you don't realize there's a lot of colors that you're not using. Gravitate to like a certain color all the time like me. I like my oranges, I like my yellows. I don't have a yellow one right here. I like my greens. So those are the ones that I use all the time. And there's a different color variation for this. Like this, there's like a journaling version of this. There's like a note-taking set. I just gravitated for these specific colors, but they both come with the markers. And there's gonna be links for all of this in the link down below. So these are the ones that we're gonna include in or under 100 stationery kit. Now, something that I also want to include, just because there's a lot of markers and you're not gonna be carrying this all the time, right? You probably don't want to house them on here, and you're gonna get a really nice pen. So you want somewhere to house everything that's not gonna break the bank, that's gonna be very simple. I have this little pouch that I've been using for a very long time. I can't remember what the brand is for this. I'm pretty sure this is a Herschel. I did include another pouch that's very similar to this, that is again super budget friendly. I believe it's like under $10 or around $10 or $15. About the same size, if not, I think a little bit bigger same material. This one has a clip. I can't remember if the one that I included had a clip, but this is, again, super handy. You have your notebook, you have your pens, and everything that you need right here. It's gonna be really cool, really easy, really practical. Grab this, throw it in the bag, throw it in the sling bag, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna include this pouch. So far we have our notebook cover, we have some markers with an extra pen, we have our pouch. We're gonna talk about 2 to 3 more things to include it into our budget of under 100. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So I love stickers. I love using stickers for basically everything. When I'm journaling, I'm looking for like specific stickers that relate to my mood or things that I did over the weekend, or maybe like a food that I ate. So I always gravitate to using stickers, and my favorite ones have been these Mind Wave stickers. These Mind Wave stickers are awesome. I mean, I have a corgi, so this kind of looks like a corgi. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. There's like ghosts. My cat is white. You saw Yuki. This one kind of looks like him. Again, I have more cat stickers. I do like a variety of different things similar to this. I've eaten ice cream. I like dumplings. We take a lot of pictures, take the dogs on a walk. So these kind of relate to things that I do on an everyday basis. I like to track what I'm eating and putting these on my planner or in my notebook. Like, again, just like visual guides that I like to use. These are, like I said, all from Mind Wave. There's a variety of different ones. There's a ton of different ones from different sizes, different types of brands. If you're traveling very soon, you can find stickers specifically for that. And I think it's really fun to find things that you're doing or wanting to do and then kind of just plan around that. And whenever you pull that sticker sheet out, it feels really good to be able to use that and put it in that specific spot to kind of just have a visual guide of what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're writing to. So I have 4 right here, and you know, you can completely eliminate these if you're not into stickers. Maybe you're into washi tapes, or you're into like more markers or a better pen. You know, I'm including 3 of these into the budget just because I think they're versatile, they're fun, and they're the ones that I use. You do your thing. I love these, so I'm gonna add them there for you. And that's just gonna add on to our budget list. So for the final thing, obviously we need a pen. We need to be able to write. We already have an included pen in our selection of markers. That's just an added bonus. But the pen that I have chosen for you guys that's gonna stay under budget, under $100, is gonna be this Kaweco Sport. Now the Kawecos are very popular, not only because they're very small and they're very budget friendly, but they come in a variety of colors. I think today they release different like lunar color variations, or like a sea floor color variation that's really cool. And again, they're very portable. They're kind of cute, and they can be very personalized because you can pick a variety of different colors. Now, all the Kawecos do come, and I believe pretty much every fountain pen that I've gotten, as far as I can tell or remember, they all come with a cartridge. So I specifically didn't include a bottle of ink in this video just because I know that it's gonna go over $100, and I wanted to keep it under $100, at least for people just getting started. Maybe your budget's a little bit more, maybe your budget's a little bit less. Feel free to cut, feel free to add things. I have some recommendations of inks that I'm using that I love to use down in the comments down below. I'll have links for those as well. But for this specific video, we're not adding any ink just because the Kaweco does come with an ink cartridge already inside, so you can start using your pen right away. Again, the colors are really cool. You can personalize them, so you can have a bottle of ink or ink inside that's going to match the color that you have on your pen. But again, they're very practical, they're very small, they're very beginner friendly. If it's your first time writing with a fountain pen, just getting used to the way that it writes, the way that you're going to write, how your handwriting is going to come out. If you're writing in cursive, if you're writing in print, it's going to matter. Maybe you are writing in print, and writing in this fountain pen is going to want or maybe interest you into writing in cursive. It's happened for me as well. This is a great addition. Again, it fits in our little pocket pouch thing that we have. Budget friendly. It stays within the $100 budget or less that we have, and I think you're going to love it. I think this is a great pen for beginners, and you're gonna have a really good time. And if you do end up getting any of these things, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Or maybe you already have some of these things, and maybe you're a seasoned veteran when it comes to journaling. Like, what things am I missing that people who are just starting out should look into? Whether it's a sticker, whether it's a pen, a notebook, markers, pouches, washi tapes, you name it. There's a ton of things that could be added here. And I have a couple washi tapes as well that I have here, and I'll drop some recommendations down below. Like, I have this one that has like, the days of the week in a sort of like a cutout, sort of like ransom letter type of thing. This one has books. I read a lot. I like skulls, and this kind of gives me like witch vibes, and I really like that. And then I have this as like Japanese signs from like magazines or like shops. Again, there's a variety of different things that you could do when it comes to personalizing your journal and the entire experience. It's all up to you. It's all for you. Nobody else is seeing what you're writing. Nobody else is seeing the stickers. Like, it's all comes down to your likes, your dislikes, what you prefer. And, you know, at the end of the day, what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, and what brings you back to continue writing. Because it is a practice. You do have to continue building the habit. You will get better at writing. There will be more things to write about, and you're gonna end up just having a better time overall the more you do it. So you want to have the tools at your disposal that are going to make it enjoyable, are going to make you wanting to continue coming back, whether it's a new ink in the future, a new type of pen, different stickers, different markers, different feel for the notebook. It all adds up. So I will have links for all this in the comments down below. In the little section down there. I am an Atlas affiliate. Atlas Stationery is over in Chicago. We partner up at the beginning, mid, sort of like way around May. If you guys do end up buying any of these products or anything at all, feel free to use my affiliate link down below. It does help the channel. It does help me find more items that I think are going to be useful for you guys, and I can test them out and then talk to you guys about them. There's no extra charge for you guys. It just gives me a little bit of a kickback. So I'll leave the comments down below. Hopefully this video inspired you to get into journaling, to kind of go out there and buy some of these things, or maybe nothing at all. Maybe you buy something completely different. At the end of the day, I just hope that it gets you into writing. It helps you continue writing, and yeah, I love it. I hope you love it. And I want to get more people into this hobby, into this practice. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. If you got any of these things or you have recommendations, I would love to hear those as well, and other people as well. So let's start a conversation in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.